I started this channel a few years ago now, and in that short time, there have been a lot of insane upgrades. Bigger motors, bigger powerful ESCs, higher voltage battery systems, battery range beyond the normal needs. Evolve has been around for a while, like 13 years around. That's insane for a company in this industry right now, and honestly, they've blazed the way for what we know as e-skates in general. They have set out to find that perfect endless wave, that deep powder carve, the never-ending search for that whoop-ah factor. Whoop-ah! Evolve has gone under some serious upgrades over the years. With the Hadean series coming out with that forged carbon fiber chassis, this thing has been a game changer for them. With their SuperCarve trucks giving us those endless whoop-ahs all day long, I mean, seriously, absolutely endless carves. But here's the thing, the community, it got a taste for speed, and they wanted more. And with the Diablo series, they delivered. Enter the Diablo series. Born in the hellfire and forged by the engineers over at Evolve, they have stepped up, like, a lot. Now let's go ahead and show off their newest series, the Diablo Bamboo. This is the brand new Bamboo series from Evolve, and the Diablo series has a major upgrade to the deck in my opinion. Thicker, deeper, better concave, overall a much better board. Now let's go over the deck specs here, the absolute gorgeous, subtle concave and everything along those lines that way, but we'll need the stick of truth for this one here. Thank you. Okay. Right. Yeah. Thanks. Stick of truth, as always, our favorite. At 39.7 inches in length, at the longest point, 10 inches wide at the widest point here, and this very nice subtle drop down here. As the stick of truth shows here, that the actual deck has this incredible pocket area for both your front and your rear here, holding you in place, but these raised edges are just so perfect for your heel toe to be able to grab onto the board and really lock you into place with that ever so subtle W concave there. It really does lend itself to a beautiful deck overall. There is one thing to note here is the clear grip tape that they came up with in the middle. While a fantastic idea to showcase the actual gorgeous bamboo, it gets dirty very quickly. I almost wish that there was a thin layer of the liquid grip they used on the Stoke series, but something you can change down the road easily. There is one thing to note here though. My US size 11 shoe was overhanging here, and you can see that the actual tires definitely hit the deck on here too, but they're actually hitting my foot as well too. To go ahead and rectify that situation, the Bamboo board actually has two available hole options on here that actually pushes the trucks out to the edges, giving you more clearance, and for me, better carvability without hitting my feet or hitting the actual tires on the deck here as well too. The SuperCarve trucks give you that incredible carve-like feel, and honestly, you need to make sure that you have that spaced out just a little bit, but awesome little configuration available option there. So you can push it in there for a little bit more carve, push it out for a little bit more stability. Fantastic. This deck is spot on. With my weight of 100 kilos or 220 pounds, I can literally stand in the middle of this thing, bounce up and down all day long, and it still holds my weight, which is fantastic. Not bottoming out or anything along those lines that way. It provides an incredible pop-like feel in those deep carves, but extreme stability and the straightaways. Evolve has added a few more layers, making this deck thicker and still more rigid at the same time. And if I'm being totally honest here, this is what the deck should have been from the Hadean series, but they've done it now, and it's a fantastic addition. We now have the flex for that comfort and that wah-pa, and the stiffness that we need to go ahead and do this. Now let's go ahead and flip over the enclosure here to reveal the Flexi enclosure with the brand new 12S 4P Samsung 50S 864 watt hours of power, or 20 amp hours of power there. They actually first introduced this series in the Renegade. That 12S 4P really gave, in my opinion, plenty of power. I mean, there's a comparison between power, weight, range. There's a huge argument out there, but 12S 4P at a Samsung 50S with that 20 amp hour battery, 60 miles of range, or almost 100 kilometers of range on the urethane wheels as tested by Evolve. That's just kind of, that's nuts to see that at that point. And in all honesty, a 12S4P or a 14S4P, in my opinion, is one of the best battery setups. Reason being is it's light enough for you to carry up a 5-story building, but also powerful enough to get you 25 to 30 miles of range on AT tires. Plenty of range in my opinion. 5 amp charger that comes with this thing as well too, charges you up quickly enough. You're able to ride around all day long, charge up pretty quickly, and get back going where you need to go. And as always, the RGBs that are built into the deck are a great addition. Nighttime riding never looked any better, and has even built-in safety features like braking. Speaking of safety, the brand new EFOC 2.0 has gone some major changes, like 200 amps of power, overcurrent protection, heat protection, and even advanced cell balancing, showing you on the remote what cells are what voltage, which allows you to basically monitor your board for future references. If anything ever feels weird or out of place, or maybe you're not getting the same range as you were, you can actually see what cell is having a problem with and be able to talk to Evolve about that. They've even changed their hardware and software configurations, giving you more power, being able to safely put that power from the motors to the wheels to you, giving you that exhilarating thrill between that 15 to 29 mile range, just hammering down on that thing. Gives you that really good throw off the back of your board there. And with customized featurables from the app, you can actually connect to this and really fine tune what works best for you as far as a rider. So if you wanted more torque off the line or less acceleration, top end power, better braking, less braking, all available to be customized through that remote app. Let's go over to the brand new SuperCarve Truck 2 series. These things are a WAPA dream. They've actually changed a few things here with the longer, ever so slightly longer wheelbase here. The geometry as far as the actual specs on the kingpin adjustment there too lends itself to being a gorgeous ride feel overall. And coming in 2 different colors, the silver for the bamboo or the black for the carbon, it just gives you that extra little standout feature from the SuperCarve 1s to the SuperCarve 2s. When I did take it out of the box, I basically didn't make any adjustments, and again, these things were incredibly carvy, almost too carvy for me, to the point that again, I was hitting my foot on here. The factor is out of the control. Definitely just hit my heel in the back wheel. So being able to make those adjustment points in the bamboo, push those trucks out, and tighten up the bushings just a little bit. The Diablo series is a fantastic carve machine, and the SuperCarve Truck 2 series is a great addition to it. And after making those slight adjustments, I am now able to still carve like a madman, but also hit speeds of 30 miles an hour without even thinking about it. And again, with that mid-range power being so smooth, these trucks really do help out balancing that general overall. And even with the stability of these trucks at high-end speed, hitting 30 miles an hour on this board is no problem whatsoever. That mid-range really does lend to a very nice smooth power band. These are the brand new 6374 motors from Evolve, and they have been a redesign overall. Great amount of power, incredible torquiness at 3,500 watts each, giving you a very nice high-end speed, but more importantly, that mid-range torque. The other major benefit though with these motors is that the fact that they give you a better heat dissipation. 6374 larger cans allow you to get a better heat resistance overall. So coming back from a long ride, it's not gonna feel scorching to the touch by any means. All right, so I am at 3.7 miles in sport mode. I'm gonna flip it over to Corsa. 14%. We're gonna see how fast I can actually go. Now there is a speedometer thing up here. Now this thing still has speed, so like, I'm still getting thrown off here. Yeah, see, it still has torque. It still has torque. It still has torque. I'm gonna hold it down, you can watch the sign up here. What? This gonna work? Is this gonna work? I'm full throttle, 24. Full throttle at 24 miles an hour. That was so I just got a vibration on the remote. I looked down, I have 10% left. The yellow indicator is on there. 4.6 miles. Again, this is just this one ride I've been doing this thing. I've been riding this thing for almost a week and a half on the same charge, and this has just been going out and doing speed runs, WAPA runs. I can't wait to show you guys the actual end result of this thing. I think we're all gonna be a little bit blown away by this AT tire setup, 12S4P, and this 864 watt hours. Again, so windy right now. I don't know if you can hear this wind, but it's like blowing me backwards, but very surprised on this battery right now. Okay, 9% battery. I am still 15, 16 miles an hour. I'm not full throttle, but we are going to my favorite test hill right here. Let's go ahead and full throttle down in sport mode. Oh, it's pulling up no problem. Pulling up no problem. No worries whatsoever. All the way to the top. This is in sport mode, not even in Corsa. Oh my God. So easy. How we doing, guys? That is insanely easy. Just shaved off another percentage, 8% here, and I'm getting close to my house here, so let's see what the actual final results are. I think we need to seriously see this thing right here. 7% battery life left there, Corsa mode, 5.2 miles in this ride so far. Let's just go ahead and see what this thing does in like a full launch situation from 0 here. 0, 3, 2, 1, 0. Still got torque. Yeah, dude, what a weapon. What a weapon. Still at 7%, this thing is launching off like that is nuts. It's got balls. Even at 7%, it still is able to launch off like that and still hit like 20 miles an hour. So I'm not upset by that at all. This thing is ridiculous. All right, I am at 5%. The remote is vibrating crazy. It knocked me out of Corsa mode into sport mode. I cannot go up into Corsa mode here. If I click on the remote, nothing happens. It literally just continues to buzz. 5%, 5.9 miles overall on just this trip alone. That's from 30% down to 5%. So a 25% usage and still 5.9 miles at the end. And I was kind of cruising like anywhere from 16 to speed bursts up to 25, hanging in that 16 to 18 miles of hours, and just enjoying the ride. I mean, just enjoying the carve and just really just trying to see how far this thing can get me. All-time ride. I am at one charge, AT tires, speed runs. This has just been testing over the past week and a half, essentially 35 miles of range. 35 miles of range on a 12S 4P Samsung 50S cell. Haven't gotten that 35 miles of range on any other board that's had the 12S 4P with the Samsung 50S cells inside of it. So I'm really interested to see how Evolve was able to do that. I mean, that's kind of gnarly. 220 pounds, 100 kilos to get 35 miles of range on one charge. And that's with speed runs. That's with insane amount of carving. That is with range testing other days, just going out for 5-6 mile cruises and ending today with almost a 6 mile cruise, and still at from 30% down to 5%. So there's still battery life left inside of here. That's nuts. That's insane to me. So great job Evolve. So is the Diablo worth your hard-earned money? If you're looking for a fantastic ride feel, that endless carve wave, those upgraded trucks, incredibly smooth power through the middle and top end speed, then yes, the Diablo series has hit the nail on the head. Evolve has gone ahead and taken the gloves off and been able to create a board that will satisfy the masses. If you are a speed demon, this board will check all the boxes. If you want something that still has that endless wah-pah carve factor, definitely the SuperCarve truck series is a fantastic addition to it. With the new geometry setup and the bushings inside there, they just made a powder-like feel carve situation. The other great thing is customer service, that aftercare. They have local facilities inside the United States for us that we are able to mail out our boards to and get any problems satisfied. That's a huge plus. When all said and done, the Diablo series is definitely a step in the correct direction for Evolve. Honestly, the range is shockingly surprising, the power is very good, and this is what the Hayden series has been needing for the past 3 years. They have come to the market and they have delivered a very powerful ESC, great motors, and smooth delivery all the way through. So, in all honesty, if you are looking for a board that's a 2-in-1 satisfied, this is definitely a series you should go ahead and take a look at. Check out that link down below, use that discount code to directly support this channel, and obviously a huge thumbs up there too. Make sure if you haven't yet and you enjoyed this content, click that subscribe button. We got tons more content coming out. And as always guys, remember, wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.